Atlanta, especially when school lets out for the summer. Dozens of teenagers seen selling water or Gatorade to drivers at busy intersections. Even the celebrities get stopped. From Meek Mill.
Yo, I just gave y'all money, man.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, blue one, quit playing.
And Boozy.
God, go ahead. I be probably gonna pop you off. I gave you a blue yesterday.
It can be a dangerous gig, though. In 2020, an 18-year-old was shot and killed in Midtown Atlanta selling water. In another case, in 2021, one of the water boys was seen on video firing at a man who refused to buy water. But what police say is now worrisome is what some of the water boys have been doing to people's Cash App accounts.
You know all about the water boys.
Ooh, do I? Yeah.
And thanks to Crystal Childs, so do 4.6 million people who watched her TikTok video.
Y'all, I am heated! I got scammed! I'm so mad!
So I'm just in a great mood. I'm driving towards 10th Street to Georgia Tech. So all the cars are lined up and I look around and I see the water boys.
She's a star college volleyball player and was heading to an important meeting. They approach and she agrees to buy a $5 Gatorade. She didn't have cash though, so they push her to send a Cash App payment.
I'm typing in, no name comes up. So they're like, oh, it's so-and-so. They keep repeating it. So then the guy leans in my car and was like, oh, I got you. So as he's typing it, he's complimenting me, sweet talking. I'm already in a good mood. So now you boosted my confidence. He's like, oh, you're beautiful. I'm like, oh, stop it. Just go ahead and get this $5 and give me the Gatorade so I can go.
She gets the Gatorade and drives off.
So I'm driving and something just tells me, Crystal, look at your phone. So I look at my phone at the next red light. I see they sent themselves $200.
I paid $200 for a Gatorade! Oh, it's hot! It's not even cold!
I immediately pulled over to the side of the road. I'm heated.
She called police, but by that point, he was long gone.
They did respond to the Cash App with a heart.
It was a petty move, but Childs got the last laugh.
Because the video went viral, I was able to get a whole bunch of new followers and a whole bunch of NIL deals because of the growth of my platform. So I got to work with some big companies right afterwards. I worked with McDonald's, CVS, NBC Sports.
Her bank also came through with the scam dispute she filed, and she eventually got her money back. 20-year-old Ajay Page, though, was not so lucky.
Why the f*** I just got robbed by one of the water boys?
She pulled over, got out of her car, and started chasing them when someone with a Cash App name Lil Zay 111 took $400.
I put in $1 on Cash App. I turn my phone, he types it in. So I turn my phone back, he's gone. And I look and I see I'm on the maps. I'm not even on Cash App anymore. So I hurry up and go back to Cash App and I see he sent himself $400. That was the whole thing I had in my Cash App. Contacted Cash App. They told me that it was an authorized transaction, so they closed my case.
She lives on a tight budget and fell behind on her bills that month. We spoke to two other victims, Dyrell and Dominique, who can't show their face, but had the same experience.
I look, the light turns green. I look at my phone. I see $981 gone out of my Cash App. You never think it's going to be you.
So I reach back to grab my phone. Lights turning green. I look down. My entire Cash App balance is gone. $300.
A single mother, she had just moved to Atlanta for a new job and ended up falling behind on her car payments because of this. Cash App denied her fraud claim, and she says that Atlanta police couldn't help her.
They tell me that because I don't have a name, I don't, have a picture, I don't have anything tangible other than what he looked like and where I was, there was no point in taking a report.
So the Shade Room took these concerns to Atlanta police.
The common denominator in all of these situations involve either handing your phone over to a complete stranger or you don't have a PIN protection on your apps.
Lieutenant Rebecca Bandy is overseeing these cases as commander over the fraud and larceny unit.
When you're hearing these cases and you have nothing, where do you even go?
These are difficult cases because of the fact that it usually is a stranger on stranger crime. Unfortunately, they're also difficult cases to prosecute because the money goes into a bank account, and then that means detectives have to actually get court orders and search warrants to track down the bank accounts, and it's usually not their own bank accounts. It's usually someone who let them use it.
She says there's been about a dozen of these fraud cases in the last month, And it goes beyond just the water boys.
We're also receiving an increase in calls about just basic situations where a stranger will approach somebody out on the street and say, hey, I need to call my mom. My phone is dead. And the stranger, of course, wants to help. So they hand the phone over to them.
What do you think a solution could be?
It's going to take what I feel like is the entire community trying to encourage these kids.
It's why Gregory Williams stepped up to do something about it, create structure for the water boys. He co-founded Water Boys in the Hood and began helping them brand their own merchandise and custom water products.
I speak their language, so I know how to talk to them, and I know where they come from. The initiative, when I first started it, I'm like, y'all need to brand yourself.
Money.
He produces documentaries and also created a series about them. Sergio Tate, Amir Douglas, and Makai Williams were all featured.
Everybody need water, so it just like grab a case. We just started thinking like we water boys, so we got our own brand of water for people that want water.
They say it's discouraging getting looped in with their peers who are trying to scam the customers they serve.
It's like taking from your mom. Like it could be somebody last money. They trying to bless you. They trying to give you their blessing, give you their energy to make sure they look out for you. And you go out your way to scam this person. I don't feel no way that's good.
Now, there have been attempts to ban the water boys in certain parts of Atlanta. It's been unsuccessful, but the Water Boys in the Hood, they tell us right now they're focusing on erasing the stigma and working with the police and community to stop this violence and stop these scams. For more information about their mission, you can head over to our website,